Hello and happy gaming, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and as of the time of this recording, it is the 4th of July here in good old United States. So I will say Happy Independence Day, everybody! Woo! Time to party! For those of you who are unaware, or just have never really thought about it before, or didn't care, in which case this won't make any difference to you, but fucking I'm saying it anyway. The 4th of July is when the United States declared its independence from Britain way back in, I don't have any fucking idea because history has never been my specialty. I could look it up, but suffice it to say that this is the day that Americans celebrate their independence, just like the 5th of May, otherwise known as Cinco de Mayo, is when Mexicans celebrate their independence. So, I figure for today's Independence Day Wizard of Legend run, we'd go with a good old Murica choice. In this case, we're representing the red, white, and blue with different arcana. So, to represent the blue, we've got Frostblade. To represent the white, we've got Airborne Slam. To represent the red, we've got Blazing Lariat. We're starting with the Captain's Ring and the Rule Robe, just to optimize this a little bit further. So yeah, it's all about power for good old Murica. Because that's what Americans like most, right? Is just big old powerful stuff. Because, yeah, that's the only thing we Americans care about. That is not true, by the way, so don't take that with a grain of salt. I mean, yes, that is kind of how us Americans are portrayed, but it's not. Many of us believe in very different things. It's not all about just more power. We're not all Tim Allen. Ho, 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 ho. Or it's more like, ho, ho, ho. I think what I did was just a bear waking up from a nap and having a nice little cackle. Ha! You silly bitch. Yeah, what do you think you're doing? This is the first time I've seen one of the new shops, and she's just not selling anything useful. Pardon me. Growing boy's gotta have his 7-Up, you know. Alright, so this is one of those rare times where Iris has nothing for me, so screw it. Now, I could use this episode as like a jumping off point to talk about political things and how I feel about some of the things that have been going on here in this country, but as I'm sure you well know, I am not the sort of person to discuss politics, not on my channel anyway. And even though I did make a big deal about sharing my Twitter and my Facebook profiles, which, to be fair, I'll probably post in the description of this video as well, I don't use those places as means to advertise my political leanings. I use those places to advertise my videos and just have some fun. Sure, you'll see hints of the sorts of things that I tend to believe in, but I also don't think it's important to go out of my way to be like, this is what I believe politically, and if you don't believe in this, then you're a rotten person, and I don't ever want to talk to you again. Sorry, there's way too many people in the world who actually believe that. It's like you can't just be civil with people anymore, and I guess that's my biggest problem with how political things are handled in this day and age. It's like, either you believe what someone says 100%, or there's no way you can be civil and have a friendly conversation, and that bothers me so much, because he dropped it on himself. He knew what he was doing, you bastard. And it bothers me because it's not difficult to just sit down and have a civil conversation. If you disagree, you talk about why you disagree. If it's a disagreement about something that requires a decision, then perhaps it's time to come up with a compromise. That was stupid, by the way. Come on, good boy. But yeah, our world has just become a political mess. With no one able to agree on anything, no one capable of coming up with any sort of way to reach an agreement on anything. It's just a lot of screaming back and forth and name calling nowadays. I like that. Thank you. And I might take the Infinity Gauntlet as well. I might not, or not Infinity Gauntlet. Sorry, I was just reading a story on Marvel. No, I mean the Infinity Marble. I might also want Raspberry Cookie Box. I'm not sure yet. Oh, that's Seville. Ah, monster! Oh, sorry about that. You need me to reattach your head? Yeah. Just gonna go now. So, word to the wise, don't cut off your friend's heads. It's really hard to come back from a relationship after you cut off your friend's head. There we go. Good fight. Good fight. Oh, okay. Okay, thanks, game. That's real nice. Yeah, it would have been nice if I had known that was there from the beginning. Douche. And I think Infinity Marble is probably what I'm going to go with. Alright, we're off! But what this political culture war has basically done to us is it's made it so that one side of the political aisle has just gotten more and more extreme, while the other side of the political aisle has been demonized for a few good reasons, let's be fair. But for the most part, for reasons that have nothing to do with their actual beliefs. It's just that, oh, you don't believe in our weird idea of using segregation as a way to promote equality? Well, then you're monsters! He's like, well, we might not be monsters. And by the way, I'm not a right-winger. I am one of those strange types that also get demonized, known as a free thinker. I believe that things should be approached logically and with critical thought. Which, of course, makes me the greatest enemy to both sides, because right now both sides are having this war of, no, we're right, everyone else is wrong, and you can suck my kiss. Why, yes, that was a Red Hot Chili Peppers reference. How smooth. How wise of you to have made the connection. Tapping gloves. Boy, sure I'm glad I found that dead end. I don't know what I would have done without it, man. Whew. Warms my heart to know that complete waste of time was there just for me. Oh, hello. Oh. Yeah, flaming arrows. Oh, you have a multiple Nox bow. What a douche. Why do the fire archers get the multiple Nox bow? I'm just saying, maybe the others would like to have a really interesting survival tactics build going for them. Just saying. Oh my god, he did it. He made the Dead Cells reference. Well, hello again, Raspberry Cookie Box. Criminy, you're everywhere. Okay, well, I think Water Cushion definitely comes first. Very simple reasoning. I don't have a lot of defense against projectiles. This, while while not just a straight up mirror shield, will at least help. Wait, this room again? That's weird. I don't mind seeing the same room in multiple floors, or in the same room multiple times, but in the same floor. God, that's weird. And I will say it's not just one side of the... Going back to what I was saying earlier, it's not just one side of the political aisle that's taken on this mob mentality. It's something that's happening on both ends, and I think it's absolutely ridiculous. If we are ever to get anywhere as a society, and indeed as a species, we need to be able to compromise. We need to be able to come up with solutions that benefit the greatest number of people as evenly as possible. No one deserves to be demonized just because they're white, or because they're straight, or because of their gender, or anything like that. That's not how equality fucking works. I mean, a system that's truly equal does not care about any of that. I guess that at the end of the day, that's the greatest takeaway I hope that you get from all of this, is that what should be the most important to the stance of equality is just that. Things should not matter. It doesn't matter if you're gay or straight. It doesn't matter if you're cis or trans or whatever. What should matter is that we're all treated with dignity and respect. You know, just like, you know, people. I mean, I know it's kind of hard to conceive of nowadays, but it's gonna be a long fight just because she basically is not immune, but she resists just about everything I've got. Okay, so this build is working great on mobs, not so much on bosses. So what I really need is a spell or two that works great on bosses. Yeah, not like that, but I mean, I'm going to take it anyway because it's a good ranged attack. Hold on. Oh, pardon me. And of course, these two are going to resist my water element attacks. So yeah, happy day for me. Welcome to Wizard of Legend, where the enemies we choose for you to fight will resist all of your choices. He's got mostly water arcana. Let's break out the electric level. Don't we do this to him all the time? Like, no matter what he chooses, everything he brings gets resisted. Don't you think the player is gonna get tired of that? No, Tim, because it's him. What difference does that make? You know, you didn't think that far ahead, but it doesn't matter. Just make sure that you're prepared to make his life a living hell. 5 cycles on the first boss? Yeah, we think that's fair. Not even a speedrunner, I just don't understand why I get that kind of luck. Okay. Nocturnal Sundial. That's a 10% chance that an Arcana won't go on cooldown. Great, I will never notice that and be able to capitalize on it. What do we have here? Well, we're definitely taking the Chrono Glove. And depending on what's in the shop, we may come back for the Sleepy Thunderstone. I like the Assassin's Blade, but this run isn't exactly predicated on critical hits, so I'm not too worried about it. There you go, Chrono Glove is making this way better. Have a taste of my Ice Blades, fools! You wouldn't know a fact if it hit you in the face! Ah! That's right, this episode is overly political because that's going right along with what I was thinking. I see the Airborne Slam upgrade, but I can't afford it just yet. Probably after this room. There we go, perfect. Now we'll take the long way around because, you know, I'm a nice guy like that. I don't want to just break into people's back doors all the time. Wish I could say that map completion meant more, but no cartographer's quill, so not really. Hello, Nocturne. No, I don't want to give you Airborne Slams, so eat a dick. I guess to finish my thoughts on the whole, you know, politics is getting stupid thing, all I can really say is, if we want to continue moving forward, both, you know, both on a social and on a political level, we've got to stop thinking in terms of this polarizing, I'm right, you're wrong, and if you don't agree with us, we're going to just call you names and yell at you and scream until the media decides to agree with us. Which, again, not difficult when you basically have the media eating out of your pocket, but look, the fact of the matter is there's no sense in going over this. We all have to live in the same world, and if we're going to continue surviving in the world, then we have to be able to come together. Yeah? There will have to be compromises. There will have to be better solutions than just name-calling and vitriol in order to get things done. Spice Rack, what do you do? Using an Arcana of a different element reduces the cooldown of a previously used Arcana. That's kind of neat. Alright, I'll take it. Now keep in mind, I do have Captain's Rings, so if you want to sell me a good Electric or Earth Arcana, it would be appreciated. Preferably Earth, because I have the Wonder Twins coming up to deal with. By the way, no, I didn't forget about Sleepy Thunderstone, I just didn't have the money for it. Wow, that's... So anytime you see a present like that, what's contained inside is supposed to be something along the supposed to be things that kind of belong in a similar vein or thought process. So what's the thought process here? Everything is about health gain? I don't know, but I'm always happy to take Jade's chakra locket. So now what? If we see better relics, then let's look at the things that we can potentially get rid of. Probably, let's see, Berserker's Axe is okay for right now. That I kind of like. That I like. So Nocturnal Sundial and Spice Rack are the first things that can go, and then Blades of Sympathy. And of course that is, again, predicated on the idea of finding something I can actually use effectively with my current power-based build. Get out of here. You guys suck. Whee! Go away. Silly. You thought you could challenge me. Alright, what do we have here? If I see the top hat, I'll grab the Magician's Wand. Otherwise, I don't really want to have to deal with the slower cast times. But it's 20% extra damage! Yeah, but is that damage worth it if your spells are coming out that much slower as well? And it just means the enemies have more time to run up to you to interrupt your casting. And last I checked, you're not... without Sano's headbands, there's a good chance that'll happen, and they'll just run up to you and hit you in the face with their metal sticks, and presto changeo, you've got no presto or changeo. There we go. Oh, you're supposed to fall too. We aren't discriminating. No one's getting any special treatment here. I hit you with ice swords too. Excellent. All right, this is a pretty good build so far. Hey, it's definitely a brute force build, make no mistake. But I mean, isn't that just kind of in the vein of America anyway, considering that this is our 4th of July run? There we go. Now, once again, I want to. Do we have anything good here? And yes, but I don't necessarily want to replace what I have right now. What are you? Enter a calming state where every last hit of your basic arcana lowers all cooldowns. Okay. I'm honestly not too worried about that, so... No, nothing good here. No lightning, no earth. No further boosting to Captain's Ring, just, there you go. It's all fire and all water until further notice. Go away. But I think that's enough politics talk. I'm a genius. I thought for sure I could reach the middle platform. Turns out I was wrong. For that, I'm taking that coat of arms with me. No, I don't want to sit here and talk politics. I've made it very clear multiple times that I am not the sort of person that likes to just sit and talk politics. It's a very well-known fact that if you want people to feel really uncomfortable and you want to make a lot of enemies real fast, one of the things you talk about is politics. The other is religion. So it comes as no surprise on a channel where I want multiple people of all types watching my videos, because frankly I think I'm entertaining as hell. And yes, I am being just a little bit narcissistic. I'm not gonna lie. Then I would rather market to as wide of a demographic as possible. There's no inherent bias for men over women. There's no inherent bias for black over white. There's no inherent bias for cisgender or trans or anything else. Just, hey, do you like video games? Especially the one that I play a lot, Wizard of Legend? Then why don't you come on over and check it out. Awesome. One, two, three, four, five. What, is that an Iron Maiden or is that something else? Stand in a corner, then get the crap shocked out of you. There we go. Looking good. No, to me, wow. No, stop trying to make me replace the first components of my build. I need a wind, and I need, oh no, I don't need it. I need a lightning, and I need an earth. You know, to maximize the potential of Captain's Ring. And come on, I've even got the Captain's Hat, guys. Cut it out. I'm sure there's plenty of you out there that are thinking, "Wow, your idea of the world is way too idyllic." In which case, I would respond, "Yeah, you might be right." But I think it makes a lot more sense than continuing to fight amongst each other. That's another good part of the reason why I don't do a lot on social media, because social media has gotten really good at one thing and one thing in particular, and that is making sure that everyone hates everyone else. And I don't really want to be a part of that. There is enough anger to go around without having to spread it. Thank you very much. No, I would rather just. I would rather just do my gaming, advertise my videos, have some fun, share a few jokes, and call it good. And it's not to say that you're never going to see any political stance on my social media, but they're going to be few and far between, and at the end of the day, I am not going to be sitting here calling names and making people try to feel bad just for, you know, having a different opinion. Having different opinions is how we got to where we are in the first place. There is not only nothing wrong with having a difference of opinion, but I welcome it, because one of the things that I like the most is understanding other people's points of view. Because understanding other people's points of view is how you come to understand, you know, what's going to work, you know, for you, for them, for, you know, everyone involved. And in this case, I'm talking more or less on the idea of, I'm going to take Mentis Imperium because that is actually a pretty decent power-based attack, and it turns one of my enemies into an ally, and makes them fight amongst each other. Ironic, considering what I've been saying about social media. It just occurs to me that, hey, I already had a wind spell, that was kind of a waste of money. So I'll come back here and get the Prickly Ballet as well. Hey, what do you got for me? So I'm interested in Glass Cannon. I'm also interested in Luxury Handbag, which, honestly, yeah, Luxury Handbag, give it to me. It's just a real quick 10% bonus for everything that's enhanced. Basically, the spell that basically, or the Arcana spell. Oh no, I mean the Dwemer. No, damn it! I can't speak words today. It's the relic that basically says, "Got mine, fuck you." Aha, didn't think that hit behind me, did you? Know your enemy and know thyself, fool. Now, from a gameplay perspective, Rainbow Tail doesn't do anything unless you have the Equester Cap. But just from a personal perspective, don't you like color? I know I like color. So, finishing up what I was saying, long story short, I am not worried about your political leanings or your background. If you want to come onto this channel and just have some fun, that's all I really care about. Not fast enough, buddy. You should know better. I should not step into that same thing again. How's Captain's Ring looking? Alright. Now I just need an Electric Arcana, and I should be set. Will that happen? Who the hell knows? Iris seems set in her ways today, so I don't know. She needs to diversify her portfolio. Whee! Masterful execution, sir. Whee! Airborne Slam is a great way to open a fight. Here he comes, guys. Get ready. We're gonna slam him into... Where the hell's he going? And that's how you win an argument. Okay, so I see Prickly Ballet. And yes, Prickly Ballet works just fine, but I already have something designed to stall the enemy. So maybe I should get Violent Thornstorm. Yeah. I like the idea of Violent Thornstorm. Plus, I had a charge attack yesterday, so a bit of a link up there. Eat a cactus! Oh, cactus, you are my best friend. Oh, I love that cactus spell. It's just ridiculous to think of the idea that you're just throwing a spinning cactus at people. That's like if one of the spells was just you just picking up spiders off the ground and just throwing them at people. And all the enemies just suddenly going, "Eh." Wouldn't that be a hell of an arcana? Disgusting spider lob! Pow. There we go. And, you know, speaking of interesting ways to open a fight, I mean, what better way to start a physical confrontation than by just picking up a cactus and putting some topspin on that bitch and going, "Alright, boys, catch!" No, stop. We go this way. We are not looking to just go in random directions. I forget what the elemental pointies do, but I mean, there they are. Okay, we're just gonna have to do that. There's something very entertaining about just throwing a cactus at people. Alright, elemental pointies, what do they do? Oh, I don't even have a normal dash arcana. Alright, buy elemental pointies. No, go away. Whee! Just this combination of Airborne Slam and fucked up cactus attack. I mean, is it or is it not a really fucked up attack? Just in the idea that you're just using a cactus as a morning star head and just going, ha! What now, vile archfiend? Yeah, that's what you get. Real funny game. Real funny. Happy 4th of July! Here's Engulfing Fissure! Oh, sweet. I had almost forgotten that my country had won its independence with lots of guns and rockets, so yeah, thanks for that. Ow. I wish I could dash with Tearing Whirlwind, or with that, no, Whirlwind whatever. Alright, there we go. Alright, so yeah, that was a great dodge there, wasn't it? I mean, just nothing quite like a close call to really get things rolling, don't you think? I mean, that was just, whew. I'm so glad he missed me with that attack. It would have done so much damage if I had just, you know, perhaps sat still and just let myself get smacked in the face. Aren't we glad that I dodged that? But Darksage quits. I don't think he wants to be confronted with his mistakes right now. Hey, you know what? The 4% damage isn't worth it. Get out of here. Knocked him right out of his leap attack. Oh, it's so great. Alright, now unfortunately, I don't have anything that's great at dealing with these guys, so, I mean, if Iris wanted to... Oh, wow, I am just living it up like a rock star here. Dodging attacks? Heh, who needs that nonsense? Are you kidding me? No one dodges attacks nowadays. That'd be dumb. Alright, and... I'm not suggesting that I need Armor of Resolve. What I am suggesting is that it's probably a bit more useful than Spice Rack. And also, you know, just in case, you know, things go south. Because, I mean, it's not like I got hit by a couple of really big attacks back-to-back or anything. I mean, nah. Who gets hit by attacks like those? Nope. I say no, sir. Look, I might be American, but I'm not that stupid. So are you insinuating that Americans are stupid? No, only that we have a terrible educational system. Look, I'm not one of those people that can't see the flaws of my own homeland. What I am saying is that, you know, just because there are flaws doesn't mean I don't care about my country. Alright, I did it! I wish he could be poisoned. But no, Sura is immune to status effects because screw you if your build revolves around poison or slow. I was actually kind of prepared for him to summon more Null Flash agents, not gonna lie. Alright, so that wasn't the cleanest victory I've ever had, but it was still a victory, nonetheless. So, with that I say Happy Independence Day. 4th of July is a day that should be celebrated in some capacity, I mean, assuming you're American. And you know what? Even if you're not American, you know what? We all deserve a chance at independence and the ability to make our own choices, so Happy Independence Day to everybody. Doesn't matter if you're American or not, we all deserve our independence. There is nothing un-American. I forgot what I was gonna say. I was trying to think of something poignant to say, and then my brain went, hey, how about a hot dog? And I was like, hot dog? And that's just kind of where that fell apart, so sorry about that. I was trying to be poignant, and then it just kind of fell apart to, your lizard brain said you need food. And I was like, oh, hey, lunch. That's a good idea. Didn't I already have lunch? Anyway, happy 4th of July. Thank you very much for sitting here and listening to me rant about, not necessarily about any sort of political stance, just my stance on politics in general. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will be back in the near future with more good stuff for you. You guys take care. Happy Independence Day. Please don't sully yourself by watching that movie by Roland Emmerich. Actually, the original is okay. It's the sequel that's... I'm rambling now, so I apologize. You guys take care. I'm actually going to go and end the video now. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I will be seeing you.